Sorry, your family were blacksmiths.
Well, you can change your first name. Can you also change your last name? Uh-oh. Alrighty, welcome back to I Am Setsuna. In the last part, we had an Endear join us, and now we're going through the Frost Caves. Hey, I'm gonna keep it going.
Keep going.
Battling those poison puffs. Look at them. They get all excited and they're just like... Okay, so an Endear knows Provoke. That way, all of their attacks should focus on him. Aha! You died alone. Okay, that time you took some of us with you. Ouch!
Ouch.
Ouch. Okay. Continue the journey. Fogstone! Hooray!
Hip hip.
Boo! Hip hip boo, you stink! Cool, save point. We must be nearing a boss soon.
Oh boy.
Woohoo! Look at all those numbers. Beautiful numbers from Endear. Okay. Yeah, he's got good range. It's a big sword, so when he chops, anything nearby gets hit by the shockwave as well.
I like Endear.
Endear or Endear?
Both.
Alrighty.
I would have to say out of like the old man father figures though, Endear is no.
Zahad?
Yes.
There you go. I saved you there.
You just saw my blank
I took the life
face.
jacket. I was just like, no! Save your stupidity for Cleoa!
that was like the prime example of like losing my train of thought.
Oh, you're a big boy.
Ooh, it's like Zoidberg.
Got no cash, got no style. Ladies vomit when I smile, but the Zoidberg worry? Nah.
Don't worry. I love the one where it's like they're going back for Leonardo da Vinci.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, this is, I think it's like a it's not a palindrome.
I don't know.
But they're like, Zoidberg, how do you know that?
All right,
and
Big Ugly, come to me.
He's just like,
come to me, my child.
My doctorate's in art history.
Okay. I give you some barrier. Yeah, this is, I believe, the Primeval Tortoise. Yes. I like using thunder.
Why does he have a squid face?
He has like an anemone on the tip of his nose.
An anemone?
Yeah, anemone. All right, kid. Don't hurt yourself. But yeah, because like you can see him through the side, and he very much looks like a tortoise.
Anemone?
But on the tip of his nose, he has like an anemone, just kind of like growing out.
There's just a clownfish living in there.
Maybe. I found Nemo.
He was in Setsuna all along.
Yep. Alrighty. So for this, I like to boost everyone's defenses. Have an Endear and Endear whip him with like skills. And Setsuna will either heal or shock the boss with some lightning.
Okay.
And that's basically the strategy that I like to stick with. Shing! There we go. And keep an eye on everyone's MP. Because like if you keep increasing their MP, the skills will make the battle go quicker.
Yeah.
Because your regular attacks, they're not going to do much. This guy has pretty hefty defense. And actually, after a while, he'll get tired of the beating and hide in his shell. So it is at that moment where you want to focus on either casting lightning or healing everyone and replenishing. Oh, don't poison us. Cool. It missed. Whoa! I missed.
I thought it was poison.
Poison mist. Alright. I like how it kind of got like a mane.
Oh, I see it as like a Shakespeare collar.
That's pretty cool. But here we go. So now it has a physical barrier.
Like
so look, I went from like
2
30
points.
damage to 2 damage. So yeah. But there we go. Magical damage.
Setsuna's like, I don't think so, bitch.
Setsuna's like, time to come out of your shell.
I love how we both say that Setsuna would be like aggressive about it when in reality I feel like she'd be like, it's okay, monster. It's almost
Setsuna
over.
is like Komi if she could talk.
Your soul would be
Just
free.
very timid.
Oh my god, I love that anime.
It's okay, little monster. You didn't mean to kill us.
Dare I say it, it's now one of like my top favorites.
It's up there. Like Yuri on Ice,
Yeah.
My Hero Academia, Death Note, and Komi Can't Communicate.
Like, it's so good.
Yeah. Oh shit. It knows ice too.
Dun dun dun.
Okay. No one really needs healed. I should probably strike, provoke. Here we go. Yeah. All your attention on NIDR. That's his most deadly move. Ooh,
Yeah.
ah, ee, oh, oh.
Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah.
Okay. Now we should heal.
Bing bang,
Oh,
oh,
crap.
bing bang.
I'm out of MP. All I can rely on is my standard strike with Endear. There we
Suddenly
go.
Scottish.
Yes. I'm always Scottish. It's like every time in Plasma when they're like first and last name, Warren Blackie, they're like, that's an interesting last name. I'm just like, I always distract them with my middle name. It's just like, but my middle name is much worse. And they're just like, well, what's your middle name? I'm like, McFall. I'm of the family McFall.
See, I don't
Clear from
like.
Scotland.
I don't understand why people comment on names like we have a choice.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we can go through
But
and
you're a
like
white guy.
legally change
I
it. Well, chances are your family were blacksmiths.
Well, you can change your first name. Can you also change your last name? Uh-oh.
Oh, Lord.
I just saw this video get flagged. Ho!
Yes. Yes, you can.
Cool.
I think it's like, it has to be within certain
Got him.
restrictions. But it's just, like, I don't understand that. Even at Plasma, like, it was the one girl that I can't stand. She was, like, trying to pronounce my name. And she was like, that's a stupid name. I'm sorry, you have a stupid fucking face. Like, neither of us can help it, can we? like, I was
You were offended.
so offended.
Yes, you
and
were
it's
offended.
like, normally I don't get offended when people can't pronounce my last name because
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah, I mean, while it is phonetic, I
It's
can
like
see
snot
how it
with
could.
an accent.
Yeah, it's sneezing with a German accent. Like, you sneeze with a German accent, and that is my last name. And but it's like, to blatantly say it's stupid,
Yeah.
like, I got kind of like
It's like,
defensive. Like,
Excuse you?
excuse you. You and your boring ass first name. Get out of here.
but yeah, I'm just like, sorry, I can't control my last name.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're from the family McFall. Straight from Scotland.
Well, that's what I mean. Is like most last names are an indication of the profession of your ancestors.
Oh, cool.
So chances are you guys were blacksmiths.
Oh, that's badass.
So whereas like my last name
In the
translates.
Middle Ages.
Yeah.
If
Well-
I were a jolly blacksmith.
Well, my last name translates to scrap metal, and my family was in like the metal industry.
Scrapyard.
I don't think he was a scrapyard. He did something with metal, like repurposing metals
Huh.
during the war,
Okay.
the First World War. I don't know, something like that. I don't know a whole lot. I just know
Is that about
it
as
was
far
in,
back as your last name would originate? Or could they go beyond
in
that?
the form that it is now, yes.
Okay.
Before that, it was more Nordic, less German.
Cool.
I descend from the Vikings.
So mine would have been more Scottish.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Well, how about that?
Yes.
Hey, we made it to our destination. This is Floneia City.
Flonase City.
All right. So we got Tenderville, My Sleigh
didn't.
Woods.
He didn't catch it.
I didn't.
It's fine.
Flonase. I had to say it again. Listen, I haven't heard the word Flonase in a while. Is Flonase even around?
I think
Or did
it is.
Get
Yeah, I
renamed
think
and bought out by another parent
Oh,
company?
maybe they got bought out. I don't know. But I know, like, it's still a thing.
I didn't like Flonase. It always felt like I sneezed inside my nose.
What?
Haven't done that in a while.
Don't worry, I'm just gonna drown myself. It's fine.
Drown yourself in
And
coffee.
cold blueberry coffee.
Blueberry coffee.
Yeah, my creamer is blueberry. It's blueberry cobbler.
So do you like get these recipes from work or?
Sometimes. But this is just, I saw the creamer at Walmart and I was like, oh, that sounds good. So it's just regular coffee with cream in it.
Okay.
But the cream is blueberry flavored.
Gotcha. It does smell nice.
Yes.
But no, going back to Flonase, like I tried it around college and I was just like, oh, this is awful. I feel it go down my throat.
I hate nasal spray. And it's like,
because like in theory, it sounds perfect. Spray in each nostril, clear as a whistle.
yeah. No.
Perfect. Or it's like puffs, where it has lotion, so it feels like you already used the tissue when you grab it.
See, I like Puffs Plus with lotion because my nose gets so dry whenever I get sick. So where like the skin around my nose just starts flaking off and it's disgusting.
We don't use puffs. I've never seen puffs in this household.
Because you don't like them.
No.
So I don't buy them.
Oh. I mean, you could always go like, this one's mine, the rest are yours, peasant.
No, I did do that once. I did have Puffs Plus. I got myself a box of it whenever I was really sick and sneezing, and I went through like 2 boxes of tissues.
Oh shit, that time.
Yeah. But I don't buy them all the time because like sometimes I use yours.
Hey, look,
I know
a
like
Gossip
if you're over
Girl.
at my desk.
So this is where they went after the show went under. Or finished, or
It's Peter Griffin.
however I want that joke to end. Gossip Girls?
Yeah.
I feel like it was popular enough that it got an actual finale.
Did it?
I know there's at least 4 seasons in my store. We're gonna find out!
Did
Because unlike Klonoa, we do research on this playthrough.
Gossip Girl get canceled? What?
Uh-huh.
Gossip Girl has been renewed for a 2nd season, which will debut November 25th, 2021.
So did it reboot, I guess?
I guess.
Alrighty then. Oh boy, new weapons.
Let's see, it did the old Gossip Girl.
Vanquisher. I like that one. Talismans. Let's see here. Don't mind me, I'm just shopping. God.
Yeah, it did have like an actual finale. So whenever I research it, it's Wikipedia, so take this with a grain of salt. The show received numerous award nominations, won 18 Teen Choice Awards. The CW officially renewed Gossip Girl for a 6th and final season on May 11th, 2012.
Oh, wow.
The final season, consisting of 10 episodes, premiered on October 8th, 2012, and ended December 17th, 2012.
Well, how about that? Alrighty then. The more you know.
Insert rainbow. The more you know. I've never seen an episode of Gossip Girl.
I know one of the supernatural dudes is in it.
Really?
Yeah. I forgot which one.
Jensen or Jared?
Jensen.
Really?
Yeah. I think.
I knew he was in a soap opera,
Yes.
but I didn't think it was Gossip Girl.
I'm pretty sure.
2012 cast of Gossip Girl.
Yeah, look that up. Don't mind me, I'm just shopping. God, that's something that pissed me off. Someone came in like a minute before close. It was just like, can I help you? Oh, just shopping. I'm like, no, you're not, motherfucker.
I know, be like, are you sure about
You're
that?
gonna be
Because
leaving soon.
we're closed.
All right. New Sprite Nights to add to the fray. So basically you sell materials. I think I already explained this though, but just in case I didn't, you sell materials so that you can afford Sprite Night. So like it's not cash or gold that you use, it's
He was
the
in
materials.
Days of Our Lives.
Oh. What about the other one?
Because I know Jared Padalecki was in Gilmore Girls.
Gilmore Girls! Ah!
Close! Both of them began with the G and ended with girls.
This is the one I've been thinking of the whole time.
Oh, no. It's a completely different show.
Did Gilmore Girls finish?
I believe so, yeah. Gilmore
Okay.
Girls was really popular.
Yes, that one was very popular. Whew! Listen.
I was starting to get a little concerned that you had known actors in Gossip Girl.
What is Gossip Girl?
It's... I feel like it's one of those, like, cringy, fake reality TV shows. I don't know. I've never actually
What was Gilmore
seen it.
Girls?
Gilmore Girls was supposed to be more of, like, a wholesome single mother raising her daughter alone.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Because, like, it wasn't a sitcom. It was very, like, kind of silly, but very serious.
It was like a family, like, comedic drama.
Listen, I'm not too ashamed that I don't know this much because it was never my shtick.
I didn't
This was
watch
just
it either.
something that I saw while my nose was in a DS.
I tried to watch Gilmore
Was
Girls,
that
and I
nice?
could not get into it at all.
Ooh,
Like-
salad.
Yeah, I couldn't get into it because of the way that they spoke.
Okay.
It was like the mom would talk super fast without taking any breaths, and then Roy would respond really, really quickly without taking any breaths, like almost like they're reading a script to each other, and then their tone just stayed the same the whole time, and it was just really awkward for me to watch. I couldn't get past it.
Oh, shit. Well,
Yeah.
how about that?
And people were like, but it's so good. I'm like, I'm sure it is if you can stand to watch it.
But it had Jensen
It had
Padalecki.
it
had
Jared,
one of them.
Jared Padalecki.
Jensen Padalecki.
I just
What?
pictured them morphed
I don't know
together.
them.
Jensen Ackles and Jared Padalecki.
All right. Listen, it's not like they were in a lot of things in my childhood. They were stuck. Their souls were bound to that show for 15 years. So I didn't know.
Did you know Jensen Ackles was almost Captain America?
I've heard of that, yes. What an interesting universe it would be. If things would... So would that mean that Jensen Ackles would be the voice of Buzz Lightyear?
I don't know.
I saw the trailer to the new Lightyear. Felt nothing. It was the moment that I
just
realized
can't,
I'm
like-
old. Like, this is not them. This is
Yeah.
me. It's not you. It's me.
Yeah.
I'm
This is
old.
us breaking up with the new cartoons.
Yeah.
It's not you, it's me.
Because I'm just like... I saw everything coming from the jokes to, like, visually the tone it was trying to set. Like, I don't want to say it was predictable, but it just seemed like something unimpressive.
Yeah.
Which is such a shame, because, like, I can't believe I become that person.
I mean, it's inevitable.
It is inevitable. It's like Thanos.
Yeah.
I am inevitable.
My generation didn't have Thanos. We had the Trunchbull.
And yet, like, I can look at the new Kirby trailer and be like, serve him up! Kirby in the Forgotten Land, and I'll be like, I'm a kid again! But I just look at the trailer to, like, the Lightyear, and I'm just like, yep, not for me.
See, I don't know, because, like, I think
I
about
don't know
that
if it's
sometimes.
the difference between just, like, movies and video games, how, like, that involvement is
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah. I think it could be, because I, like, even when you were talking about Zelda last night, when you were telling me about, like, open world games and stuff,
Uh-huh.
and you were like, oh, well, all you want is the same old Zelda, and, like, you don't get to have that. And I'm like, well, they're trying something new, because maybe people are bored
Yeah.
with same old, but then they change it, and people are like, well, where's the old one?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just kind of like almost a damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Right.
So it's like if you change it, people are, where's the old one? But if you keep doing the same thing, people are like, we're bored, we want something new.
Well, I mentioned that in the Origami King playthrough, that Origami
Yeah.
King, to many, is how I felt with, like, the newest Zelda. I'm like, it's kind of missing that itch that I once scratched. but I was able to overcome that and still enjoy the experience.
Yeah.
That's why when going into Origami King, I knew, okay, it's unfair to compare this to its predecessors.
Yeah.
Compare it as its own game.
That's kind of just where I get confused.
And that's how I fell in love with it.
Yeah, that's kind of where I get confused when I listen to any type of video game reviews, because it's just like, well, I wanted this to be more like that one. Okay, well then just go play that one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why do you want a new game that's exactly like an old game when you can just go play the old game again?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I never understood that, like, I want it to be the same.
Gotcha.
Because if I wanted it to be the same, I wouldn't spend money on it. I would just go play the old one.
Okay.
Like, so I don't know. That's why anytime you're like, well, I don't want to like sway you one way or the other. And it's like, no, because I can make decisions and, you know, things on my own, which is like playing like I Am Setsuna. I don't want to play another game that's just like I Am Setsuna.
Right.
It takes what makes this game special and unique away.
Okay.
And it's like, if I want to play something like this game, why wouldn't I just go play this game?
So of the games we've played like on the show or just experienced with you, which two would you say are the most similar?
Which two?
Yeah. To where like we played it and you're like, huh, this reminds me of that.
Sorry, I'm trying to remember all the games that we've
That's okay.
played.
We can revisit this topic in a future episode.
Well, I feel like it could, in a way, like, I have my reasons, but it's very loosely based. I would say Gex and Scooby-Doo.
Oh, okay. How come?
Like the catchphrases, it's almost like it's a collect-a-thon.
Okay.
Like, I know Scooby, you're not collecting, but it's
No.
very much like...
Gex is more like Hat in Time in the collect-a-thon.
Yeah. But I don't know if it's just the graphics. You know, it could just be the visual. I'm a very visual person. So
I
like,
could also give you, like, they're very much a product of the 90s.
Yeah. They very much play on the nostalgia of the time.
Uh-huh.
So I would say if I had to choose, those two I would lump together into being very similar. However, I enjoyed Gex more than I enjoyed Scooby-Doo.
Me too. And, like, I didn't grow up with Gex. Like,
Yeah.
I played Gex. That's the interesting thing is, like, so far in this show, we haven't touched a single game that I grew up with as a child. We've played games that I encountered as a teenager, as a young adult,
Yeah.
and, like, games that I'm experiencing for the first time.
Yeah.
But we have yet to dive into my childhood.
Fair enough. I mean, I played
And
Lion
that'll
King.
be interesting.
Lion King, Mortal Kombat, and Sonic.
So Lion King is more my childhood.
Yeah.
But Lion King has yet to appear on this channel.
Oh my god, it's so hard.
It's easier than Rayman, so
Yeah.
it is possible, I'll say that
Yeah.
much.
Whereas I played Rayman in middle school. That was like my middle school years, like 8th grade.
My cousin had Rayman because, like, there was a Sega kid, there was me, the Nintendo guy, and my cousin was the PlayStation 1 kid.
Okay.
So it would be like, instead of buying
guys
my
would
own
all,
PS1,
like, go play.
we'd go over his
Yeah.
house to see what does PS1 have
Yeah.
to offer. Oh, Final Fantasy VII, Mega Man X4,
Yeah.
Pac-Man World, Cool Borders, Twisted Metal, Tekken, Tomb Raider.
I know some of those words.
Yes.
Um,
Whereas people would go over my house for, like, the Banjo-Kazooie,
Yeah.
Super Mario 64.
see, we were poor.
Bomberman.
We got to go outside and play pretend. And then just play the same 3 games over and
This
over
isn't
and
Nintendo.
over and over.
This is Pretendo.
Like,
Uh-oh.
well, I think it too, like, me and my brother, like, we were the ones that were playing.
Poor, but, like, there was definitely something odd that, and it didn't dawn on me that my dad had his license revoked. And everyone was just
yeah.
like, how come your dad doesn't drive? And it's just like, I don't know. He's gonna get back his license. And, like, looking back, the teachers were like,
Yeah. No, I like...
Whereas the kids were like, how's that
See-
possible? And the teachers would scold them like, don't ask him that.
Yeah. They would, like, shame you. And it's nothing to be ashamed about. It's not your freaking fault. Like,
No. Not
Yeah.
the teachers. The
The-
teachers would be like, hey, don't ask him that.
Yeah.
The students would be like, what the hell's wrong with you? Why?
yeah. But
How
it's
come your
but it's
parents
also
can't
like
drive?
kids will focus on the reaction of the adult. If the adult is like, oh, don't ask him that. Don't ask him. Then
Yeah.
they're like, oh, that's not normal. That's weird. He's weird.
Mm-hmm.
because that was like kind of how we grew up. My mom was constantly telling us like, our lifestyle's not normal. This is not normal. Not everyone lives like this. So it's like we grew up thinking like, oh, we're freaking aliens because of like the issues that my dad has. So which is kind of like why we were all so ostracized in just like small groups and didn't really interact much with many people. Because it was constantly like, do you even have a dad? Like, yeah, I do.
Because like I remember
He's in jail right now, but yeah.
we'd go across the bridge to buy groceries,
Yeah.
and clothes and video games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it was a big deal to be allowed to rent. Like it was when my dad got his license back that we were allowed to rent games. And it blew my mind. I'm like, oh, I can try out a game for 5 days and take it back.
Yeah.
Instead of being like, well, I'm stuck with this for the month.
Luna.
Because, like, my parents were very much like, hey, you haven't been playing this game enough. You're not getting another one until I see you play this game. So, like, that's also revisiting my nostalgia. It's just like, did I like this game because I liked it? Or did I like it because, well, otherwise I have nothing else to play?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's where Lion King kind of falls into play there. And there's a couple other games that, like,
my grandma,
I'm afraid to revisit.
I think it was my grandma actually bought us the Sega and got us a few games. Because that's how I got my DS as well. Like, my grandma bought it for me.
I forget who had the
because it
Sega.
was, like, it was a cool thing.
If it was
like,
my aunt.
I know she used to keep up on, like, the cool thing to have. And at the time, it was DS. So it's like she got me and my brother each a DS and 2 games. And now we each had a DS and 2 games.
Aww.
Like, we didn't, like, constantly get new games or more games or anything like that. It was just, like... So I think that's why our attention spans with video games was so low. Because it was like, oh, well, we could try to keep playing Lion King. Or we could go outside and pretend to be Indiana Jones. So...
Because, like, we went outside a lot, especially when we lived up in my grandparents' place.
Yeah.
But... I used to live in like a smaller neighborhood, and my cousin and my aunt and my 2 cousins were over a lot.
Yeah.
So one thing that my dad liked to keep everyone busy was either television or Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
If everyone's playing Super Mario All-Stars or Donkey Kong, they're out of his hair.
My mom would just lock us out. She'd send us out to play and lock the door.
Me and Chuck, by the way, these animals are really cool. These, like, little puffies.
I know. They look like little cheerleaders.
Muffies, I'm sorry. They're little muffin tops.
Little muffies.
Muffins.
Oh!
And yeah, they'll summon other enemies as well. This is a good way to grind XP.
Yeah.
Because, like, if you kill one and then just wait, it'll eventually summon another.
Yeah.
You can keep racking up the EXP. So this is a nice grinding spot. And looking back, I'm just like, how the hell did we pull that off? Because that game still is troublesome. Like, it doesn't mess around. I always feel like there's like, Kirby, Mario, Castlevania, Mega Man, Donkey Kong, Klonoa, Rayman. It's like, there's a steep-ass curve, depending on the franchise that you play.
You're tipping.
Yeah, I'm tipping here.
Tip, tip.
There we go.
Did that fall over?
I don't know. I don't know. Why?
Because it's crooked.
Is that why?
Yeah.
Maybe. Maybe it fell over a while ago.
I'll see if I can fix it.
Okie dokie. She can fix it!
Can she fix it? As long as it's not on Photoshop.
True that! Alright, we're gonna save this little kid. Hang on, little kid!
I just pictured that Pengy as the penguin that slapped the eagle.
Oh my god,
to save his friend. We like went down a rabbit hole of animal videos, and there was one of a penguin that like slapped this eagle who was trying to snatch up another penguin.
And like, all it could do was slap him.
Yeah.
So he went in coming in hot.
His little wiggle body and just flapping his flippers.
Because the sole reason
Smack
I showed
the
you
shit
that
out of the
video
eagle.
was, hey, you want to see a bison flip a lion? That sumbitch was airborne.
He was. And that lion halfway through a double flip was just like, how did I get here?
Yup, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got here. Well, Let me tell you the story.
Oh, fun times. But yeah,
So this is Kier.
I figured that the eagle was probably just so shocked by being slapped by a penguin.
Yeah.
That's why it was like, listen, man, if you have the guts to slap a frickin' eagle, like...
Balls of steel.
What you didn't know was that penguin had a knife up his sleeve. Haha. Like...
I just imagine it like trying to grip a knife with its little flipper coming in. Waddling forth. I mean, it would have like the energy. I could just see it like waddle forth with a knife.
No, in his little flipper.
Oh my.
Oh.
Imagination ran wild. All right, folks. I think in the next part we're going to continue through My Slay Woods.